What's up, what's up, what's up, collective? It is your girl, Aquame, and I am here to do a collective ancestor reading. Okay, we're going to see what the ancestors want to say to us today. Get everyone a message, get you some clarity, some confirmation. All right, anything that you may need. You might find it here, so take what resonates and leave the rest for whoever else may need it. Okay, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's tap into the energy. Okay, we have our ancestors with us today. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our higher selves are in alignment with the universe, and God is always and forever with us. Okay, what is the message that the ancestors want to provide for the collective? What is the message? Give me one card, please. Ooh, you got two. Interact and relate, and tune in and connect. So there's two, both cards have two phrases on it. Okay, you need to tap in and you need to interact. You need to be more relatable. Okay, maybe relationships that you're in are becoming stronger, right? The bonds are growing here, but it's also telling you to tune in and connect with nonverbal communication, intuition, and that's how you're going to receive messages. Okay, so it says community, family, and traditions. So some things are just like unspoken. They just happen automatically. All right. Almost without thinking, right? Almost without full agreement. All right. So being mindful of what you're agreeing to. All right. You may be the intuitive within your community, right? Or you and other people are on that spiritual, going on that spiritual journey, and you're connecting in ways, helping each other, fortifying each other, right? Building community, realizing what family means, right? And making new traditions. Okay, so this doesn't have to be traditions that have been happening already, right? Maybe you are somebody who doesn't necessarily have traditions from your family, but you're making new traditions now. Something that generations to come can carry on, right? And you may also be pulling from your ancestors, right? You are pulling from your ancestors. It's a nonverbal communication. It's like a spiritual ancestral inheritance of gifts, of like ways of doing things, knowing things, like having an innate way of doing it, like just automatically. All right, watching the seasons, watching the terrain here. Nonverbal communication means that you may not get an actual word about something, but you may notice a pattern. Okay, you got interact and relate here. There's interchanging energies, right? Interpersonal communication. All right, so something here where it's like secretive, right? Not everybody should know about this. Not everybody needs to get into this, right? Those who know. Sacred, keeping something sacred, keeping something holy, keeping something a little more private, right? This is not for everyone to see. This is not for everyone to necessarily pick up on either. Okay, so you could be feeling your partner's feelings, right? Feeling how they really feel on the inside. If you're sick, somebody else around could also be feeling sick. All right, or it also could be this energy of like one person is down and the other person is up, right? So being able to interact with people that are beneficial to you, right? Where you give them something, they give you something. It's a reciprocal energy. All right, and I feel like whatever this bond is helping you to connect to your intuition better, right? You're starting to read yourself and you can read others, right? So it's like you could maybe somebody who could feel someone else's pain, or you could pinpoint something that somebody may not be saying. Okay, there's something here about that, like picking up on what's not being said. All right, something within the family, something within your friend group, your work environment, but something here where you're interacting with others and you picking up on the energy that's around you. Okay, all right. So your ancestors are letting you know that there's community here that is in need, or this community here that needs to stay connected. Right? There may be a slight disconnect within some sort of community or Somebody may be drifting away. Somebody may be doing something a little bit differently, right? But I feel like this is like not everybody is doing this, right? But this is also catching up to others, all right? Let's see. Let's get some clarity here for the collective. What is this interact and relate? We have protection, yeah. So you're protecting your valuable connections, right? You're not letting anything come in the way, interfere, okay? Protecting your family, okay? You may have put salt around your home recently, which is good. You may have done something to enhance the protection in your home, which is very good. It's actually working. It's keeping something alive, all right? It's keeping the negative out, and it's creating power, okay? It's creating structure. It's keeping the structure. So, like, this is everybody being good, everybody being protected within this circle, this community, right? A small circle of protection for the community. No outsiders, I'm hearing. Okay, be very mindful about outside influences coming into infiltrate or, you know, try to feel like they can fit in, right? Be careful of that. Somebody may feel like somebody may want to join your energy, but you got to be careful about that. All right. But I definitely feel you have your ancestral protection here. All right. Then they want you to do more things to protect yourself, whether that be wearing crystals, whether that be saying your prayers in the morning and the night throughout the day. Okay. Wearing jewelry, certain things, right? Certain things that have been passed down to you. Your grandmother may have told you about something that will help you to protect your home, right? Or help you to protect your business, help you to protect your peace of mind, okay? Because they're holding heads here. So something here is like a connection with another person. But you got to be real careful what it is that you're accepting to. Don't let projection happen, all right? There may be a connection. There may be a contract here, but it doesn't mean it's not like it's, you know, it's not intertwined in a way where it's like we go through everything together. What you got, I got. No, this is just like we're here for each other, though. All right? Like you can be there for someone without taking on all their problems, taking on all their gunk. Okay? But more so showing them the way, showing them the light, showing them, you know, something better. What is tune and connect here? Tune. Okay. There's too many cards. Tune in and connect. Thank you. We have power. Okay? Her hat reminds me of an antenna. All right? It says the witch's hat. Tune in and connect. This is definitely about your intuition here. This is definitely about connecting, using the earth, using the elements around you, right? This could be also knowing when the season is up, right? When there's a power shift, when there's a energy shift, a timeline shift here. Not getting caught up in looking for certain answers, right? But just keep going, and the answers are unraveling for you. Okay, you have a very strong gift here. Whatever your spiritual gift is, whether you're some type of antenna, right? You get a lot of downloads, you get a lot of information. You could get information on how to heal people, right? You could be some sort of healer or shaman, or, you know, it doesn't have to be like so woo woo, but it definitely is like what you provide for people gives them healing, right? And you may not even know how you know certain things, or people are like, wow, how did you know that? Right? Because you're very in tune, you're staying connected, you're listening to the vibrations, right? You're not only looking at what's right in front of you, right? You notice the patterns, you notice the sequences, you notice the waves and flows, and you use that to your advantage here, okay? When you know the cycles, it's actually very beneficial, right? All the cycles of life, okay? Protection and power, 2 P words. You have interact and relate, and tune in and connect. So you're tapping into something here heavy. You're tapping into something here that it's like a long time coming to. You may have already had some experience with this, but didn't really know what it was. and now you're tuning into it. You're more tuned in to the frequency of what it is you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to do it, the right way to do something. Okay, so keep doing it. All right, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's get into this. Let's go. Interact and relate with protection for the collective ancestors. What is it that we need to know right now? This energy of interact and relate. You have wisdom. Okay, so you're sharing wisdom with someone. Someone could be giving you some sort of wisdom here. Again, ancestral wisdom. This is traditions. You know how to fix something up, like medicine wise, to heal something, right? You know the family history here, right? Or maybe you're learning more about your family history, gaining more wisdom. You may be also here learning about some sort of community that you want to join, and you realize how much um, how much protection you can get from it, how much, how your foundations can grow in something here, right? I feel like settling in. You may be mixing families, right? Getting married soon or something like that. Family wisdom. They want you to also pay attention to who it is you're mixing with, right? Because everybody's bloodlines and traditions don't add up. They don't equal up. All right. They can interfere with others. So you can start to date someone, or you could be friends with someone, and it's like the roots don't mix. They don't mix in some sort of way. So you got to be careful with that. Okay. Who you're interacting with. The roots of a tree, they all talk to each other in the mycelium network. That's what it's called, where the roots talk to the other trees and they give them information about the land, about, what's happening up above. They all communicate, right? And they intermingle, intertwine. They even know when another tree or something is of their same bloodline. Okay, so there could be something like that. Like, be mindful of who you are connecting with, okay? Because you don't want to interact with the wrong frequencies and it changes up something about who you are, your traditions, your vision, or whatever that is, your growth, stunting your growth in some sort of way. Okay, you may not have known something about somebody, but you may learn this information here, right? And you may want to protect yourself now because you know this. So be very mindful of that. All right. Let me get a clarifier here for the tune in and connect with the power. Ancestors, clarify that energy, please. Thank you. Oh, too many cards. Just give me one card. We have death. Tune in and connect. You're connecting with the other side. Okay, there's power in connecting with the internal realm, the unknown realm, the realm of the unseen. Okay, there's more to something here. You could notice something about somebody or a situation, and it's like a energy of stopping something. You're tuning in and connecting and learning when to disconnect, learning when to move forward, learning when to build, learning, right? You're learning exactly what it is, what each nudges that you get. Okay, this energy of death is transformation. Something is dried out, something is over and done with. Okay, you know when to move forward and when not to. All right, you need to have that wisdom. I feel like you do have enough information, but you may be looking for your next route forward, your next way forward, or what is your next move. Okay, sit in a quiet space and use your power to connect with your higher self to seek the answers that you need. You don't need any tools but yourself in a quiet space, as quiet as you can get it. Whether it be with you having headphones on, you could put some music on, yes, but you don't have to. But I just feel like that is something that's going to be needed to kind of drown out the noise so that you can really utilize and harness your true power of your antenna. Okay, so your antenna, especially with the this card here saying tune in and connect. Okay, it's like you're here, but you're also connecting to your higher self. This person looks the same as this person. So you're connecting with your higher self. You're connecting with the cosmos. You're connecting with, I'm hearing the space-time continuum. Okay, so it's like you already know. You could be somebody who's very well aware that where you're at right now doesn't even matter because where you're going is already actually like something so beautiful. Is something here that's like It's not, I don't want to say set in stone, but it's already unfolding here. Okay. It could be also it's not unfolding where you are with this energy of death and wisdom. So you got to know when something is over and done with, or when something needs to stop, when there's no more growth. All right. When growth has been stunted, you need to take some sort of action. All right. Let's see. Let's get some clarity here from the ancestors. What is the message? What is the advice? All right. So let's see here what the ancestors want to say. Let's get some clarity. We have the Three of Baskets. That's that connection, relations, friends, family, comrades. I'm hearing fake friends, right? You could, somebody here could be playing dumb. Somebody could be playing like they don't know something, or they're just like a part of something, but they feel like they're not the one in charge here or something like that. I don't know. But somebody is feeling a little more connected about something, or somebody wants to get closer. There's something here about that too. There's something here about somebody wanting to get close to you, somebody wanting to step into your circle, wanting to be a part of your crew, your group, your energy, or something like that. They like how you laugh with people or something like that, or how you interact with people. They may not have had a chance to interact with you, but they are definitely trying to get close to you, get into your circle, right? Get into your space in some sort of way. They could see you from a distance, right? Interacting, doing things, and this is like, it's not like just a random walk by. It's like somebody who sees you in your everyday, right? They see you in your relaxed mode, or they see you just in a very good space, and it's very admirable, right? They admire that energy. I definitely feel like somebody is trying to get into the crew, get into the energy, get into the space, get around you, get around somebody that you know. Let's see, is this a warning? We have the Ten of Coins. Wow. This is definitely family involved, community-based involved. Okay. I like this energy with the Ten of Coins and the Three of Baskets, because there's enough to go around. Everybody can share. This is like, I'm going to invite you over to my family. I'm going to invite you over to come meet my friends here. Do you want to join this thing? Let me tell you about it, right? This is somebody getting real close, getting real personal, right? Coming into something here in order to build it, right? But this is like an outside party. This is something there's something that's already established here. And there is someone else coming into play. There's somebody else coming into this, or something like that. There's growth. There's, connections, bonding. This is like sharing resources with other people, sharing information, legacy. The sun is here. Yes, beautiful. So definitely an energy of protection. Definitely an energy of like the whole crew is good. Everybody's good. There's a big blessing coming to a lot of people. All right. Your bank account could look good, or you could get some type of promotion or raise. Could be something coming for like the whole job or the whole family. A lot of people are going to be excited about something. All right. This is putting people up. This is putting people in their rightful place, I'm hearing. Right. Something is definitely, like, a lot of people are involved here. And it's a lot of wind because you have the sun card. I love that with the Three of Baskets and the Ten of Coins. Family reunion type of energy. Um, learning. I'm hearing learning traditions, learning family wisdom. Right. Setting up something here for a child or something like that. Your child is very protected. Right. There's a community here. You have people here to help you. So utilize your community. All right. Utilize your community. You got the Ten of Baskets and the Four of Knives. Now, everybody needs to know what's going on with you, but you're definitely involved in something here that you're putting together. Okay? The Four of Knives and the Ten of Coins is like definitely studying hard, working hard. Everybody's on the same page and the same mindset here. You could be spending some time. You could have spent a lot of time by yourself, but this here feels like this is everybody could be coming in, right? People coming into your space, right? This isn't like you could be letting someone stay with you, right? So it gets crowded in the home, or this is you working somewhere maybe even that's more busier or more established, right? This is doing something where you feel solidified. You feel very active. You feel very progressive, right? Things are working out. You feel like this is very long term type of thing, okay? But I definitely still see this energy of needing to kind of sit with yourself, to still always connect with yourself. Even though you're amongst all these other people, you have your own way of thinking still, your own way of doing and being, and that needs to be acknowledged and highlighted and doesn't need to be hidden. Okay, so it's like you bring something to the table. This Ten of Pentacles here, you bring something to this table. You see how her book is blue, right? So everybody here is blue. It's like, oh, you've studied something. You've studied how to do something, how to get into something, all right? And it's like now you're matching the frequency. You've read the book on how to do something, and you're figuring it out. You're moving on with it. Um, yeah, I like that energy. It is so beautiful. Family wisdom, growing, blessings. There could be information coming out about your family. You may find something like about ancestry, right? Where you finding out you had family that lived in a certain area, or you learning that, I don't know, it's something here about carrying on traditions though, or improving upon traditions, making new ones that are going to withstand the test of time here. This is a really good time to get together with family and friends and not be ashamed of like where you've been, how you've been doing. Just be you. All right, that's what I'm hearing. Just be you. You're very much accepted here. Okay, let's get this energy over here because I feel like this is slightly different than what's happening over there. Okay, this is very family orientated. This is very close-knit circle. This is not everybody should be able to get in. This is, you're worthy of sitting at this table, right? You're worthy of starting something new. I feel like you may have something new you want to introduce, and it's like, do it. It's acceptable here. But you got the Ace of Baskets with the tune in and connect. Same energy of that connecting with your higher self or your ancestors here. All right. Receiving a lot of love at this time, a lot of assistance. I'm hearing you're going to be getting your flowers. Something here may feel like you've come to the end of the road with it, but it's actually the start of something new. Like the flower bed ended here, but the next one is a rose meadow. It's a rose bush. It's the next one is a tree, right? There's levels to it. So there's stages to something. With the Father of Wands. So your next move is all about you packing up and moving where you know you're supposed to move. The next move, right? Don't really. There's a cycle and there's a process. Follow it, right? The Mother of Knives. Somebody who's well studied. Very informative. Someone here can be helping you to make a plan better here. All right. The energy. The color blue is also, this navy blue is very prominent in white and gold. Okay, so sticking to the divine plan, the cosmic order. Okay, this is the season for this, I'm hearing, and this is how we got to do it. So we work with the moment. We don't look too far ahead. The Mother of Knives here is I hear revising a plan, revising something, right? Something here is a contract or a signature. There's an approval here to start something. The phase is done, but another one begins, you know? You have the Two of Wands and you have the High Priestess. I'm telling you, somebody's like looking for the next thing, the next big thing, right? Their next big break here or something like that. But it's telling you to keep working at whatever it is you're working at and don't give up. Stick to the plan here, because the moment that you stop and give up, then that's when something dries up. Something may feel dry now, but it's not. It's just the season in which it's in, the transition moment, okay, that it's in. Doesn't mean that it's over and done with. So you could just be in a transition and it feels like it's stagnant, but it's just like you're getting to the next opening. You're getting to the next portal, the next gateway. Okay, so don't try to think too far ahead or even look too far ahead. Really look in the present moment. This Two of Wands with the High Priestess can be very far-fetched. It can be very like, I'm sitting here, but I can see myself all the way across the planet, all the way, and I can see myself at the end goal, but I haven't even done anything but no, committed to the fact that I want to do something, but I haven't really done what I needed to do yet because I'm a little afraid here on what the next step is and if it's going to be the right one. Did I do it the right way? Is it the right time? All of those questions start to come into play, but you have something already. So don't falter on it. Don't fall back. Stick to the plan. Stick to the right. If you need to go back to something to catch yourself, then do that, right? Catch your steps. So there's something here about being like 10 steps ahead. Even if you're 10 steps ahead, don't move all those 10 steps at once. All right? You could be 10 steps ahead of something, but you only in place 2, step 2. All right? So you still got to get through it. All right. I like this energy. I like it. I like it. I want to get some more clarity here. Ooh. With the energy of the family, what do we need to know? For the energy of the family, the wisdom of the family, setting some new bounds, some new traditions, someone wanting to get into the circle, but this is something here that's very close-knit, all right? Needs to be evaluated. Says you are awesome, so you're in a really good place with some really good people, all right? And you need to step up and speak about who you are and acknowledge who you are, your greatness in itself, because you're among greatness, and you need to see your own greatness. Okay, somebody is among greatness, but they haven't been able to shine how they want to. And it's time for you to do that amongst this energy in which you're in. It's like nowhere else is going to happen. It's going to happen where you're at. You're supposed to be seen where you're at first before you can actually be on an even bigger scale, but that's coming, right? So that energy of the big scale is there because you're in something that is helping you to continue to be great. Okay? Your family, your organization or something like that. So cherish that energy. Let it be used to build you up. Over here it says dreams and immediate action. Like I said, take action on your dreams. Tapping into the messages you get from your dreams, from your everyday all around you. Taking action on things, noticing how something is, and pivoting if you need to. Right? The way you take control is to let control be. All right? You don't try to control the situation. That's actually, it messes up the frequency when you try to have too much of a tight grip on something. All right? You can clash with it. So it's like learning the path, learning the way, how to fly. You see he's flying, okay? And soaring here on the ground or in the water or whatever, wherever you go, okay? So something here about practice here. Practicing your antenna. He has that crown on his head, right? You know the next move to make. Your intuition is loud and clear. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, collective. I am going to get some last messages from my lovely astrology cards. Let's see. We have riches. Beautiful. Okay. Capricorn energy. Capricorn and Saturn. All right, being rewarded here. You're in something that's very healthy, right? You're about to be very abundant, right? You got the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles here. All right, very abundant energy. Your hard work is definitely making you a success. You have generosity. So riches and generosity here with Leo and Saturn as well. So hard work is being paid off. Somebody here is being seen as as worthy, right? Somebody has a lot to offer here. And you're getting recognized for it. Optimism here, Sagittarius here. You're very wise. Okay, you've traveled around. You've been through a lot of things. You've experienced a lot. You've climbed up the mountains. You've climbed down the mountains. All right, you have a lot to offer people. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of money. You have a lot of time. You have a lot of something that you can give to people that doesn't take away from you. It actually helps you to keep building. Okay, so as much as you give is as much as you'll receive in return. So it's like every time $1 is spent, $2 is replaced. Okay. Okay. This one here says acquisition, discovery, and vision. So you have a vision. You've discovered something within yourself, within, I don't know, something here that you don't, that you want to build up. You admire this thing. You like this thing. You wanted more of it. Okay, you have a vision here. You have Pisces energy. You have, who came out here? Adaptability and inspiration. Gemini and Pisces came out. So being adaptable during times of when it seems like it's a little bit harder or you're a little bit maybe oppressed, right? Oppression, you can move around oppression, I'm hearing. There's something here about moving around, like turning something, a negative situation into a positive situation, not looking at something in a negative way. All right, that optimism is here. You turn a frown upside down. Okay, you have Sag, you have Taurus, and the Sun, Pisces and the Sun, Mercury and Sag. You have flattery here with with Gemini and Venus. Okay, flirtation, affair, and loss. Ooh, somebody's not worth your time, right? Somebody's gonna give you good compliments and certain things, but some people won't be worth your time. They may feel like they're losing you, so they may try to have you, pull your energy back in, but you're already somewhere else. They have to catch up, and if they can't catch up, too bad. All right. If they do, then they will. Convention. Yeah, somebody's a little bit stuck here with this Capricorn energy and Venus. Somebody's very traditional. Somebody's very modest. Somebody's very, to themselves more. They don't really show off their wins, or if they do, it's in ways that it's like, I just have a really big house, so I just have a lot of these things, but they seem like an average person. Like you wouldn't take their richness as flashy, all right? But you could take it as a little boring. Like, yeah, you have the money, but you're boring with it. I don't know what that means. Oh God. So somebody could be breaking someone out of some type of habit or some type of style, getting a new style, being more inspirational, being more like inventive, being more out there, not being afraid to wear certain colors, right? Putting on makeup, showing off in some sort of way. Let me get two more. There we go. We have inheritance again, domination, and companionship. So there could be like something here where you got to work with somebody versus fight against them in order to make something happen, to make it truly work out, right? They may want to take charge here, but it's not about taking charge. This is really a team effort, all right, with relationships. So it's not a dominating things on whose is it, who is mine. We do it the way I think, the way I say. No, you want to stay away from those type of energies. You want to make sure that you're in agreement and agreeance with something. That if the energy is dominating, that you're dominating something, you're dominating your field, you're dominating making money, right? Not that you're being dominated by someone who wants you to stay small or is trying to stop you, right? You're getting through this maze. You're almost to the center, to that golden animal in the middle, right? You're about to get your reward. So, yeah. That's how that goes. Stay away from the drama. All right? No drama. Say the drama for your mama. Because I am not a llama. I don't know if that's how it ends, but that's how I ended it. We got Libra, Sag, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn. Yeah. That was all the signs that came out. Doesn't mean that if you're not resonating with those signs, you have nothing to do with you. It actually does. It's just the energy that is prevalent. Okay? So, this is the message. I hope that it resonates for you. If it does, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is the Ancestor message. Thank your ancestors today, tomorrow, and always, because they're always here for you. All right? I'll talk to you later, guys. Deuces. Bye.